Shalom. I give all honor and praise to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, SHABASHAM, RAWCHAA, the oneness to the elders, apostles, great wisdom, teachers, with truth and certainty, so teach with hopeful and spirit, and focus on earth. This is a daily verses Hebrews 10:19 through 23. Subheading reads a new and living way. Hebrews 10:19 says, having therefore, brethren, boldness to enter into the holiest by the blood of Yahushua. Okay, so by the blood of Yahushua, this is why when you go back into basically when Yahushua was basically on the night, because we have the night, the night that Yahushua was getting crucified, or the day supposedly, because like lunar eclipse did happen. When the Lord, on the day the Lord got crucified, right? When he basically said, he basically he cried out, and basically said, "This day, Heavenly Father, I commend my spirit into your hand." You know, there was a huge earthquake that happened, and ultimately the veil of the temple rent. Okay, the veil of the temple rent, and the holiness will basically open, right? And that signifies that the basically that the veil of temple represented that third temple being restored, and you know through Yahushua, and through Yahushua's sacrifice, you know he's through Yahushua's sacrifice, his blood, you know, by drinking his blood, you know, by represent that ultimately represents what this word, and through this word we're able to, you know, we're able to receive this understanding. You know, we're able to receive the holiness, right? The wisdom from above. Okay, you know, we're able to receive the Holy Spirit, right? Because back then, you know, only the high priest could enter the holiness of the holiness, right? And through that, you know, they were able to see direct, you know, communication, so to speak, or the Holy Spirit, you know, from the Lord, from God, right? But you know, through Yahushua's sacrifice, you know, and him being ready to open the seals, right? You know, and to loose the seals, right? You know, through his blood, right? We're able to receive the wisdom from above. So that's a new so like that's basically, yeah. So keep going. This is by new and living way which he has consecrated for us through the veil that is to say his flesh, right? Okay. Mm. Mm. In the NLT, it reads, "By his death, Yahushua opened a new and living giving way through the curtain into the Most High." The word consecrated goes back to the Hebrew word. Ultimately, that word consecrated goes back to, ultimately, it goes back to mean to renew, to dedicate, right? And have it in high priest over the house of Most High, okay? Yahushua is a high priest. Let us draw near with a true heart and a full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water, and which represent this word, okay? The pure water is this word, the word which also represents Yahushua, okay? It is pure, it's water, it is pure, right? It's holy, okay? It has been made purified. The Lord, this word has been purified. Okay, it's pure. It's without, you know, harmful minerals, harmful chemicals. And that teaches us, let us go right into the presence of the Messiah with a sincere hearts, fully trusting Him, for our guilty consciousness have been sprinkled with Mashiach's blood to make us clean, and our bodies have been washed with pure water. So let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for He is faithful that promise. Okay? So this is a commandment ultimately, right? This is an instruction, right? We have to hold fast without wavering to the hope we affirm. And as he says, let us hold tightly without wavering to the hope we affirm, for the Most High can be trusted to keep his promise. Okay, yeah, So this is not. We're not in the time to fall out. We're not in the time to have a wavering faith. Okay, want to give up, want to have the spirit or the doubt, want to go back into the real. Okay, you have to continue. You have to continue to pray for more faith. That's a daily prayer. Because the faith is spiritual. It's a spiritual weapon. Okay, that can be used to that ultimately used to fight off doubt, right, fear, etc. So I'm close here by giving honor and praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH, till next time, say shalom.